Okay. Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Rohan Bensali and Rob Martin, and we'd like to welcome you to our webinar. I'm going to throw on the screen share here so we could all take a look at it together. Let's give that a sec to move on. Okay, some quick housekeeping stuff. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and go ahead and post that in the chat section, and Rob will answer while I'm talking and vice versa. If you guys have questions, you can get a hold of me. It's my Facebook page, Dr. Rohan Bensali. My Gmail account is teamfindyourfocus@gmail.com, and my website is teamfindyourfocus.com. And Rob's going to tell you a little bit about his stuff.
My name is Rob Martin. You can find me at Country Club Fitness GM at gmail.com or firsttfitness.com, or you can just message me either via text or messenger.
Excellent. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Beachbody coach opportunity, and there's a couple of key things there. The first is it is a coaching opportunity, so we spend our time helping other people by coaching and motivating them. And it's an opportunity. There's no guarantee here. This is very much dependent on the effort that you're willing to put in, but it is, in fact, a great opportunity. Let's get into it. So a little bit about me, and Rob's will tell you a little bit about him as we get further along. I've been a Beachbody customer since 2011. That's what I looked like at the time when I finally made the decision to take control of my health and fitness. I started with a program called P90, which is one of Beachbody's earliest programs. It's a total of 4 workouts for 90 days. So 6 weeks, I was alternating 2 workouts, and for the next 6 weeks, I was alternating another 2 workouts. Really boring, but a real testament to what you could do if you put your mind to it. And it's a funny story now, but I refused to try Shakeology for about 2 years. Now we won't go anywhere without it. We'll go into Shakeology in a little bit. So 2 years after becoming a customer, I decided to become a coach. My own coach, who helped me very much during my transformation, actually asked me twice to become a coach before I made the decision. So I turned him down a couple of times. And then once I did sign up, I didn't do anything for 8 months. I just sat on my backside, and then it wasn't until a program called P90X3 came out that I actually made a decision to go ahead and get started with my coaching career. Now I'm a 2-star diamond coach, which doesn't really mean anything other than I've had a little bit of success with the business. More importantly, I'm a father of 2, and you can see me there on the left. That's the way I looked before. If you guys have ever heard of the metabolic syndrome or pre-diabetes, that's what that looks like, a big old gut and a double chin. And there I'm holding my little son a few months after he was born. And then on the right, you can see me after I lost weight with Beachbody, and my little son's not so little anymore. He's up on my shoulders, and my daughter, who showed up later, is in my arms. And the whole point of this is that the guy on the left there could not do what the guy on the right is now capable of doing. And that's really the heart of Beachbody, really helping families, dads, moms, people get healthier and stronger. Work-wise, I'm a full-time cardiologist, which is not all that important other than to say you can be busy and have a full-time job and still be able to run this business quite effectively. I'm a runner, and I think that's a fun thing to bring up because before Beachbody, particularly when I was a kid, I couldn't even run a quarter mile around the track. I was terrified whenever the President's Challenge came up and I had to run a full mile. And here I am after Beachbody's allowed me to try new things, and I ran my first mile in June of 2013. And since then, I've run 3 marathons and a whole bunch of half marathons, and it's quite an accomplishment being able to do things I never thought possible thanks to Beachbody. There are a plethora of programs. Going to go into some of those in a moment, but the ones I really enjoy are programs like P90X and PIO. PIO is my personal favorite. It's a very low-impact program, great for runners, a lot of Pilates and yoga, core strength, very intense, but low impact, doesn't beat up your joints. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Beachbody and the difference between Beachbody and Team Beachbody. So in 1998, our founders, Carl Deichler and John Congdon, had a back-of-the-napkin type of conversation, and they decided they were going to create a business that was geared to help people lose weight. Now, that was a hefty goal because there were a lot of things out there that were helping people lose weight. Things like, the Thigh Master and Billy Blank's Tybo and all this kind of stuff. And so they were out there already, but these guys wanted to do something a little bit different. So they came out with some DVDs, and in just before 2000, they came out with P90, the original Power 90. That's the program I first did. and we started having some great results with that. And then in 2004, P90X came out, and everything changed. P90X is the program that introduced intense home fitness to millions of people. Just about everybody has heard of P90X and Tony Horton. Lots of people tried it and produced fantastic results. And what we found was that people who were starting P90X were reaching out to people who had already done it, so-called P90X grads, to help them through the process. A lot of people started P90X and weren't able to do it, or they started and stopped. And what we found was that the people who are reaching out to mentors were doing much better, having much better success, and much more likely to complete the program. So in 2007, Beachbody said, well, we better codify that. And they created Team Beachbody, and that is the coaching network. Basically a collection of people who have fallen in love with Beachbody programs, have used them to good effect, and are willing to help others. And then after Team Beachbody came around, this is what happened. Boom. We have programs everywhere. In 2008, Insanity came out, appropriately named, very cardio-intense program, produces incredible results. A number of programs came out. Shakeology was created, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. In 2012, Body Beast was created. Now, Body Beast is Beachbody's muscle building, strength building program, but it had a different effect. Besides helping people put on muscle and create strength, it introduced weightlifting to women. Now, traditionally, women shy away from weightlifting. It's a guy's thing, quote unquote. But what we know is that women need to lift weights because it helps promote muscle density, improves bone density, prevents osteoporosis, improves glucose metabolism to help prevent diabetes. In short, women need to lift weights. But there's been this ongoing poor gym culture where women may feel intimidated going to the gym to lift weights because of all the muscle head kind of stuff. So here was the ability of women to work out at home, lift weights at home with what amounts to a personal trainer in Sagi, who is the trainer who does Body Beast, to learn proper form and technique and use weights at their own discretion and get into muscle building. And that was something that was really incredible and helped a lot of people. And then a few years later, T25 came out and changed the game again. T25 is so named because it is 25 minutes a day. So basically, in that short interval time, you get the same results as a workout that's much longer, 35 to 45 minutes, and it's 5 days a week. So with that program, the last excuse, which is I don't have enough time, was eliminated, and people were able to do these workouts in the comfort of their own home in a short time frame and have excellent results. P90X3 came out, which was a big program for me. Also 30-minute workouts, and then the 21-day fix came out and changed the game yet again. Not only did it introduce beginner-level workouts for people, but it came with a foolproof nutritional system, so people can now balance their workouts and nutrition and create really good habits to last them, to help produce change and last them a lifetime. Further along the lines, P90 came out. Now, this was a revamped version of the original Power 90. So instead of 4 workouts to the 90 days, there are many more, but it's still beginner level workouts. And while I appreciate this is N=1, my mom, who is now 71 years old, but 70 at the time she started P90, lost 30 pounds and went from diabetic to non-diabetic. Not that we're considering this as medical advice, but a program like that really helped my mom. And she's an older woman, so it's a very, very effective thing. So the upshot of all this is there are programs for everyone, whether you're a woman wanting to learn about weightlifting, or you want high-intensity cardio with Insanity or Max 30, or you're a beginner and want to start something with P90, or you're a runner and you want to do PiYo. There's something available for everybody. Okay, great. So you've got great programs. How do I know your company's not going to be Thigh Master or Taibo, which may have been effective, but have gone the way of the dodo? Well, this is the way Beachbody has grown since Team Beachbody was created, since the coaching network was created. Since 2007, their growth has been almost asymptotic. It's just growing rapidly, and in 2015, they exceeded $1 billion in sales and are still growing. Now, of course, we don't expect the growth to continue at this level. That would be silly to expect that. But recognize that Team Beachbody is only in the United States and Canada right now. It's not in Mexico, it's not in South America, it's not in Europe, it's not in Asia, it's not in any of the places where this sort of stuff grows far more rapidly. So Beachbody is still in its infancy, and it's a great time to be part of that curve. So what is it that makes Beachbody so effective? Why is it that it's growing so rapidly and has great products? Well, obviously the fitness component we just reviewed is tremendous. There's a program available for everyone. There is an incredible nutrition program besides what's available with 21 Day Fix, and that's Shakeology. We'll go into that in just a second. There is peer support, which is critical, and Rob will talk about that with you in a little bit. That's the heart of the coaching network. We provide accountability and support for the people going through their programs. And then finally, there are rewards, and we'll get to that right at the end. Okay, so Shakeology. You may have heard of it. When people ask us what Shakeology is, we tell them it's our daily dose of superfood nutrition, which sounds absolutely ridiculous until you actually break it down into those component parts. So daily, Shakeology is something it's meant to be taken every day. This is a meal replacement, and instead of going out and skipping breakfast or skipping meals, you have per routine a daily meal that you know what it's going to be. There's no guessing. There's no you don't have to go out and buy stuff. You know what it's going to be. You have it ready. You make it fresh for yourself, and it's there. So it's something you can do every day, and you can depend on it as a meal without skipping breakfast or skipping lunch. Dose. We talk about, when you think dose, you're thinking medications. Well, not that Shakeology is a medication, but I will tell you this: there's clinical trials to suggest that Shakeology not only lowers blood lipids, meaning cholesterol, but also improves blood glucose metabolism and lowers hemoglobin A1C, which is a marker of glucose metabolism, and when it's elevated, a sign of diabetes. So Shakeology can help with those things. Again, not meant to replace medicine or to treat a medical condition, but definitely has some data to suggest it helps with those conditions. It also has a lot of superfoods in it, so it helps your immune system. And I work in a hospital, and I am constantly bombarded with pathogens and germs and things that are more likely to cause an infection. And I firmly believe Shakeology is one of those things that helps to keeps me healthy. If for whatever reason I run out, like I've handed out too many samples and I don't have enough for myself, I invariably start getting ill. So we also say it's our dense superfood nutrition. This is the wall of Shakeology at Beachbody headquarters, and you can see there's a ton of different nutrients. There's 70 different superfoods that are source harvested from around the world in Shakeology. And I won't go through all the different ingredients, except to tell you that that these are things that are meant to improve free radical scavenging and improve your immune system function, and overall just keep you healthy and give you energy and make you feel better. The stuff works. That's the bottom line. It comes in a bunch of different flavors. My favorite is chocolate. I know Rob's fond of the vanilla. My wife used to love the vegan strawberry until the cafe latte came out, and now she's a cafe latte fan. That's a coffee flavored one. Whatever your taste is, whatever you prefer, there's a Shakeology out there for you. It is an incredible drink. Okay, so Beachbody has something for everybody. We talked about the fitness programs. If you want a DVD-based program, there's digital access, something we call Beachbody On Demand that Rob will tell you a little bit about. If you need equipment for any of the programs, it's all available from Beachbody. And if you're looking for weight loss, obviously that's a big part of what we do. We have a 3-day reboot, we have a 21-day ultimate reset, and we have plenty of programs that are geared towards weight loss. Probably one of the most exciting parts for me are the supplements. Now, not pictured here, but very much front and center with Beachbody, are what they call the performance line. The performance line is a line of products that help with improving your sports performance during your workouts, after your workout. So there's a pre-workout, there is a intra-workout hydrate, there's a post-workout recover, there's even an overnight formula called recharge, and overall these things can help improve sports performance. So Beachbody recently became the official sponsor of Ironman Triathlon. I mean, they became the official supplement, I should say, sorry, of the Ironman Triathlon. The Ironman, for those of you who don't know, is a 140-mile race, which consists of a 2.4-mile swim, 112-mile bike ride, and a full 26.2-mile marathon. So it's a 140.6-mile race. Really good athletes finish this in 10 hours. Even, regular athletes finish this in 12 to 14 hours. So you can imagine exercising for 12 to 14 hours straight in the middle of a race. You got to believe that these things work. And they've been super helpful for me. They've made a huge difference in my exercise capacity. So, okay, great. So we have these great products. We have this great nutritional system. We have the performance line. How do we know that any of this stuff works? I mean, maybe it's just a lot of great stuff and it doesn't actually produce any results. Well, here we could see that there are there are programs for everybody, whatever your starting point is, whatever you're trying to achieve, whether it's huge weight loss or you're just trying to lose a little bit, whether you're just trying to get ripped up and put on some muscle, or you're trying to drop 150 pounds, whatever it is that you're trying to do, Beachbody has a program for you. And more importantly, it has someone that's already achieved those goals. And those people are coaches. So that is the peer support. So when you have someone who's already achieved those goals and they act as a peer support, they can help drive you towards your goals. And that's what we do as coaches. So what is a coach? And more importantly, what is a coach not? So let me tell you what a coach does not have to be. A coach does not have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. There are plenty of coaches who are personal trainers or in the fitness industry. But I, for example, am not a fitness and nutritional expert at all. I don't know anything about it other than what probably almost everyone knows. But Beachbody are the fitness and nutrition experts. So my job is to get people the right program so they can learn what they need to learn and they can achieve what they need to achieve. You do not have to be at your fitness and nutrition goals for sure. Certainly I wasn't when I started. People don't identify with people who are already ripped and shredded and working out 15 hours a day. Those aren't no one can identify with those guys because you say, well, of course they look like that. They're working out like that. And then there's no way I can possibly have those kinds of results. They identify with people who are consistent and who are real and who are honest. And that's what a good coach is. Because when you have a good coach who's honest and real about their struggles and their successes and their setbacks, people can identify and say, well, if that person can do it, I can do it. And that's what we're looking for in our teams. You don't need to be an experienced salesperson. In fact, if you are, you probably don't belong here. We don't need people to do sales. We don't need to swindle people. As we say in our teams, the truth is good enough. All we need is someone to connect people to what the programs that would benefit them. So what we are looking for are people who are willing to share how Beachbody has changed their lives and how their workouts are going, and again, what their failures and setbacks are and how they've overcome them. We also want people who are committed to actually using the product. Now, you can't honestly speak about Shakeology and the 21-day fix if you haven't used Shakeology or the 21-day fix or don't have testimonials from people who have. You have to be proof that the product actually works by using it yourself daily. And most importantly, you have to be willing to improve and develop yourself on a personal development level. Now, for us, that has been the best part of Beachbody. We spend every day between 10 and 30 minutes developing our minds, our outlooks on the world. I do a lot of mine in the car as I'm driving. I listen to books that have changed my perspective on the world. And it's really been one of the biggest and most exciting parts of Beachbody. All right, so I'm going to come out of this here and turn this over to Rob as soon as I get my computer to actually work. Oh, goodness. This is the glory of a live webinar. You never know what's going to happen. There we go. All right, let me stop my screen share. Okay, Rob, you're up.
Okay, excellent. Well, I appreciate you providing the floor to me, and I will screen share this time.
Yeah.
Speaking of live webinar. So my name is Rob Martin. I've been a customer with Beachbody since 2009. I started with P90X, and I started as a father of 3 young boys. working a lot of hours. I'm a general manager of a country club, and having no time to get to the gym on a regular basis, really no time to get to the gym. And really, even if I did get to the gym, honestly, no skill set to know what to do in order to get any type of consistent results going, other than kind of watching what other people did or did not do. So that's kind of the way and reason I started. You can see my beginning. That's all throughout adolescence into high school and college. I struggled with weight. And you can see me, I think at that picture, I was 42 on the right side. So, you can see all ages can get this done in the required time frame. So that's been absolutely amazing for me. So I became a coach after a little while doing P90X, mainly for the discounts. I who doesn't like to get a discount? I really wasn't interested in working it as a business at the time, but I was interested in getting a discount off of things that I ordinarily did. And a great byproduct of it is because this is your own business, and as a small business owner, now you can get tax advantages on things that you did anyways. So it was an added bonus. It was really, I was getting in the best shape of my life. I was making a little bit of extra money if friends needed something. And at the end of the year, the amount of tax benefits and things I could write off was absolutely amazing. So I didn't attempt to work the business for a while. I really concentrated on me. And I absolutely loved the workout so much, and I got so much out of it. I figured, geez, why not share with other people as far as helping them get the same benefits and enjoyment that I do out of Beachbody. So I figured, the family could use some added revenue, as I have three boys you can see in the picture to the right. As they get older, I soon realized that they all were college bound, or they all are anticipating going to college. And I don't know if you've looked at the college bills lately, but they are crazy expensive, and they are not going down anytime soon. And I didn't want to saddle these three young boys with tremendous debt coming out of school. I know what that's like. So I decided to work it as a business. And a funny thing happened along the way is I became absolutely fanatical about helping people, not just necessarily in the business end of it or the coaching end of it, but I became really enthralled. Rohan talked about personal development. My personal development really became about nutrition. It became about fitness and certifications. And that was kind of my love. It was kind of a guilty pleasure that I enjoyed doing. And so that's kind of where I took it to. And as Rohan said, you don't need to. All you have to do is be supportive. And in fact, some of the best coaches out there have really no idea about fitness or nutrition other than what Beachbody provides. They just know how to support people and be there for people and help them get through the programs. And that's really what a great coach is. I absolutely love Body Beast. It's a favorite. It's a staple of mine. I rotate other programs through with that. I love PIO as well. I don't run as much as I used to. I predominantly PIO HIIT workouts are big for me, in addition to lifting. So that's a little bit about me. The benefits of being a coach. You can do this anytime, anywhere, in any duration, depending upon what your schedule is. Nobody's punching the clock here for you. This is your own business. So if there are days you can work it a lot, you work it a lot. If there are days that you don't work it at all due to scheduling, so be it. The other great aspect of this is because a lot of this is networking or social, this is things that you do throughout your daily life anyways, whether or not you're talking to your friends or you're picking your kids up at school and talking to other parents or teachers, or you're going to your golf league or whatever the case may be. This is something that you can do anywhere. And all it is simply showing and sharing. Just the same way that you would essentially talk to somebody about a great movie you saw or a restaurant that you ate in, or one of the craziest new utensils for the kitchen that absolutely changed your life. This is kind of the same deal, but you're really affecting people on an amazing level. So many people struggle with weight, with self-confidence, with a lot of diseases that quite honestly can be cured via fitness and nutrition, whether it be cardiovascular disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol. 70% of this can be cured outright just by diet and exercise. So that's kind of our goal. When you become a coach, what exactly do you get? You get 3 preloaded websites that are specific to you, that you don't have to know how to do anything web related. It shows you how to update your bio in there, and then you are ready to go, ready to rock it within almost an hour of signing up. So it's pretty amazing. You also get a specific app. Now this is great. I know I have a lot of trainers on the call, and I also have a lot of gym owners. Think of what you could do with an app that you can connect with your clientele 24/7. You can run up to 10 groups of 250 people, and you can constantly monitor their workouts, their nutrition, their progress, their measurements. I mean, this is real time, on the go, updated, and it's specific to each specific coach. I can't imagine a tool more productive in helping people get results. We have a tremendous amount of fun with it. It is increasingly motivational. There are days I like to work out first thing in the morning, and there are days I'm scrolling through it later in the afternoon. I see somebody killing a workout. I immediately want to work out even though I've already done mine for the day. And that's kind of what it does. It really inspires everybody. You also get an online office that covers all your orders, your commissions, your bonuses. It tracks anything and everything. It provides personal development, your business training, your product development, everything that you need to know, not only about Beachbody in general, but really about fitness. It is absolutely amazing. And you get that along with your website. There are so many real rewards to Beachbody. I really can't go into it, and it really doesn't. This slide doesn't really do it justice. So what I'd ask you to do is get back to the coach that invited you to really get in more in-depth look at all the different benefits. Of course, you get commissions. Of course, you're going to get bonuses for growing a team of successful, like-minded people. There are all kinds of trips. There are all kinds of recognitions. The personal development really is absolutely amazing, something that I honestly didn't know existed prior to Beachbody. I'd like to think that I did, but really it wasn't until Beachbody that really opened up my eyes into, boy, not only is it important enough to get better physically, but mentally. And once you have the mental aspect down, you feel you can accomplish anything physically. So they really go hand in hand. The statement of earnings to me is super important, and this is perhaps one of my favorite slides, mainly because in this business, you receive what you do, meaning that the more work, the more effort, the more dedication, the more skill set, the more desire that you have, the more money you make. This is exactly like fitness. You can't buy a physique. You can't fake a physique. You either do or you don't. So this business is not necessarily, it isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a business. So just like any business, you should be ready and willing, if you want to make this a business, to put time, effort, and dedication in. It doesn't mean that you have to spend hours and upon hours every day, because as me and Rohan said, that we both have busy careers, we both have families, that there's no way that we could do that. But what we did do is that we carved out a little bit of time every single day, and we remained super consistent. And this is really where the compound effect works, is that my hour a day, each day, maybe an hour in the morning, an hour at night before I go to bed, is dedicated towards learning a little bit of something, or doing something, or reaching out and helping somebody else. And this, over a compounded period of time, adds and expounds and compounds geometrically. And that's really where the business is. So the statement of earnings is very, very important, because if you're going to come into this and do nothing and expect results, just like your fitness level, that's not going to happen. So everybody's a little bit different. Like, honestly, my skill set as a 42-year-old, technology-wise, social media-wise, was absolutely atrocious. I've gotten infinitely better. I can screen share now. But honestly, I was behind the 8 ball comparative to where a lot of other coaches start off. So my skill set really lacked. So I had a learning curve that I really had to get up into. A lot of coaches come in knowing their computer skills, knowing their social media, having a lot more friends than I did. But that didn't stop me. I learned, I grew, I understood, I built my friend network to the point now where I have so many amazing people that I can count on, ask questions of, rely upon. It is truly absolutely amazing. I'm a huge fan of metaphysics, and I surround myself with amazing people daily. So that's my goal. You get outstanding support, training, tools. We all get you into a business quick start, coach basics, training, marketing. You get all this stuff. This is not something that you have to go out and search for. This is something that you get, whether it be by your coaches or your back office. It's absolutely amazing. Breaking news, national wake-up calls, where the millionaires in the business give you all the tips, tricks, secrets that nobody else will tell you. In any other business that you find where you have people making millions, they're not going to share with you what they're doing to help you make millions. In this business, it happens. We go to social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you like to use. What to expect from our team. This is really where it gets exciting, right? Because in any new business, you're on your own, right? Unless you're part of a franchise, in which case you have to pay a huge franchise fee, in which case they're going to show you how to do it. In this business, there's no huge franchise fee, but you get the mentorship from your sponsoring coach. You get the free training provided by the entire team, which is absolutely amazing. So the people that came before you, they tell you what they did or that made them successful or didn't make them successful, so that way you streamline your success. We have team meetings regularly. I have one Monday nights coming up right after this. I also have one Wednesday nights. I know Rohan has his as well. Quarterly meetings, leadership training, unbelievable support, recognition. We had a summit down in Nashville this year when 28,000 coaches plus met. It was pretty awesome. So what are your options? Are you ready to join the team as a coach? Are you ready to join the team as a customer? I think those are your questions right now. I mean, maybe right now you have to work really more on you and get you right, both physically and mentally, before you decide you want to become a coach. Maybe you have to do a full program from soup to nuts and then fall in love with the program first before you decide you want to become a coach. Or maybe you want to jump right in and become a coach right away. If you do, the Challenge Pack is the easiest, most cost-effective way you can go for a lot of reasons. One, the $40 coach enrollment fee is waived. I know $40 for a business is absolutely nothing. It's almost a joke, but that fee is waived. What the Challenge Pack is it gives you an average savings of $50 to $80. It gives you the fitness program of your choice, whether you're looking for a HIIT program, whether you're looking for a strength and conditioning program, whether you're looking for a flexibility program, whatever it is, we have everything. You also get your first shipment of Shakeology, Home Direct, or performance supplements, whatever you'd prefer. And you get a trial of Beachbody on demand subscription, which I will go into momentarily. And this is important, right? Because Rohan said earlier, this is about you being a product of the product, meaning that, we're not looking for people that are coming in and just selling stuff, because that doesn't work. What works is you actually having a understanding of what the programs are. And I have a lot of trainers that do this, and a lot of trainers say, well, geez, Rob, I really don't need this. But what happens is that you do these programs anyways, whether you know it or not. You're doing these HIIT programs, you're doing the strength and conditioning programs. You're using these programs and what you do in snippets. When you put it all together, it's absolutely amazing. And then it also gives you a trial of Beachbody on demand. What Beachbody on demand is absolutely a live streaming of all the workouts that we have. So there's over $4,000 of different workouts, whether you're looking, again, for strength and conditioning, whether you're looking for HIIT workouts, whether you're looking for PIO. They have the workout of the day. Now recently they've gone to more of a reality-based shows where they're looking for the trainer of the next trainer of the millennials. They also have a cooking show on there for Fixate. Absolutely amazing. And you're going to start to see this more and more where it develops almost into a cable channel. And the beauty of this is that as a coach, you would get a percentage of that commission-wise. So the other way you can sign up is Shakeology Home Direct and the $40 coach enrollment fee, or just a fitness program and the $40 fee. But honestly, if you want to do this right, you're going to get the challenge pack because obviously it saves you the most money. The $15.95 monthly fee. This is something that you get charged every month unless you're an active duty military or a veteran. Beachbody provides that complimentary for our service members who gave so much to our country as a thank you for your services. It's a great little side benefit. For the rest of us, the $15.95 monthly fee covers, and it's kind of comical, mainly because you get so much for this $15.95, and the $15.95 is a business expense. So at the end of the year, it's written off anyways. But you get the media promotion, the brand awareness, all those infomercials that you see on TV are covered by the $15.95. The personal websites, the 3 of them, the online stores that go all back to you, the coach online office, the direct deposit. You never inventory a product, nothing. Everything is shipped directly from the warehouse. So that way you don't touch anything, you don't take any orders, you don't take any credit cards, hands off, free, it's beautiful. You get 24-hour, 365-day customer service. I don't know about you, but I don't know another company that has that. Christmas Day, you call them up, you have something that is either wrong or right, or you have a question about your business, somebody's there to help you out. You get technical support, marketing, communications, training, success on demand, and Beachbody streaming. Absolutely amazing. If you just want to join as a customer, you could do so with a challenge pack. Again, the challenge pack comes with the fitness program of your choice, Shakeology Home Direct, and the free trial of Beachbody on demand. And then the beauty of this is that, say you get through that program, say you do Body Beast, and at the end of Body Beast, you're so in love with the program, you decide, boy, I'd like to become a coach. Well, you can go back and get that waiver of the $40 where you don't have to pay for that. It's pretty amazing. And then there are 1,000 of other different items that you can purchase through Beachbody. So it's not necessarily just program or just Shakeology or just the supplements. There's accessories, there's clothing, there's all kinds of things. So thousands upon thousands of different products and items. So in the next 24 hours, what's going to happen? Whoever invited you is going to follow up and ask, what did you like best about the presentation? Was it Rohan? Was it Rob? Was it the slides? Who inspired you? Well, what information did you like best? I'm pretty sure it wasn't my inspiration. Beachbody, is this a fit for you? You know, is this something that's going to help you achieve your goals? Is it going to provide a revenue stream that you haven't had before as somebody who might be busy and figured, geez, you know, I could use the extra money, but I really have no time to go and work an extra job. That's kind of my thought, but it's absolutely worked out amazing for me. This affords me to do things that I never had possible, whether it be have no car payments or whether it be go on a 10-day trip to Disney World, all expenses paid in cash. Something like that was just more or less a pipe dream in the past, but now is a reality. So absolutely amazing. And what option appeals to you? A coach, customer, maybe become a customer first and then go on to coaching. What can becoming a coach do for me? Are you looking for income, inspiration, really be more accountable to you? When I became a coach, my fitness level went from maybe accountability level of 75 to accountability level 100. It absolutely jumped through the roof. Who can I help? Unfortunately, the stark reality is right now in North America, 70% of adults are considered overweight to obese, 70%. And let me tell you, having young kids of my own and going to see kids in school, it's not getting any better. The epidemic is growing. So when you think about what you can do, you start with helping one person, and that one person may be a family member, maybe a mom or a dad. Well, when you help that one person, you change the culture of that entire family. That's what happened to my family. It started with me. And a little bit over time, I changed the culture of my family because they were inspired by what I was doing. It used to be a regularity. We had 3, 4, 5 open sodas, liters in the fridge. We haven't seen soda in this house in umpteen years. And what are your goals and dreams? It's sad to say that I really didn't have any goals or dreams before I started Beachbody. I had a good job. My wife has a good job. But we didn't really have any aspirations other than going to work every day and continue the grind in hopes that someday financially things would take care of themselves. The reality is things don't take care of themselves. And if we don't take our dreams and our goals into our own hands, somebody else will. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather have my goals and dreams in my own hands and not into somebody else's. So if you have any questions, what you want to do is you want to get back to the coach that invited you. If it was Rohan, obviously you have his information right here. And if it was me, you know how to get a hold of me with any types of questions, comments that you may have. And trust me, we would absolutely love to have you aboard in any capacity, whether it be as a coach or a customer. Our goal is to help people in whatever that may be. I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight, and hopefully we can help you in the future.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for your time.